There's so many people out there suffering from embarrassing conditions. They just don't know where they can turn for help. But you have to ask for help in order to get help. Check out this next story.
I was born with a condition called port wine stain. Port wine stain is red color that goes from the top of my buttocks to the bottom of my feet. Growing up with this condition has been very embarrassing. People stare like I'm a sideshow. I would rather them ask me questions about it instead of staring. This is definitely the one thing that's holding me back.
Tonya, thank you for coming here today. So you've had this since you were a baby?
Since birth.
So how have you dealt with that? How does that make you feel as a kid having that?
Sad, honestly, because people would make fun of me. They would call me names. It was just horrible. Having this condition has affected my marriage.
Tonya is very insecure about her birthmark. She doesn't like to get naked in front of me.
I don't like when he walks into the bathroom if I'm showering. I sit down in the tub because I don't like for it to show.
Tonya, what is your biggest concern with this condition?
My biggest concern with my birthmark is I've done some research on port wine stain, and it says that it could possibly cause me paralysis. Already, when I get cold, it turns purple, and that part is numb.
Okay, Tonya, so let me have a look. Tonya, these are very, very severe. So you know what's one good thing about them? Is that they actually change color when you press on them. Since these are blood vessels, if they ever started getting scarred, that wouldn't be able to happen. All right, so the fact that they do change is really good. Next, I'm gonna check your nerve sensation. I'm gonna use a good old-fashioned tuning fork.
Okay.
All right? Good. Can you feel that vibrate? You can't feel that vibrate? No?
Little bit.
All right, can you feel that vibrate here?
Yes.
Okay, that is severe. Let's say that you had a string. Those are your arteries. And you did this to the string. It got tangled up. Okay? That's what's happened microscopically to those blood vessels. So instead of being able to spread out and provide blood to the skin, they're basically tangled up. So the blood stops there. And that's why you see it through the skin and it becomes purple. Where this can be really dangerous is they can stop and change the blood flow in the brain. That can cause seizures. That can cause learning deficits. The bright side, you don't have any of that. The great news is that there are options. This can be treated. We can make this lighter. So I'm going to send you to Dr. Sandra Lee, a board-certified dermatologist, and we're going to come up with a plan of action to help you with this.
Wonderful.
Sound good?
Sounds great.
Tonya?
Yeah.
It's nice to meet you. Can you turn around for me, actually? Let me take a look. So, more commonly, port wine stains are on just one side of the body. This distinctive pattern where it wraps around your foot, that tells me that this skin process is occurring across a dermatome. The reason that you get this at birth is because your capillaries didn't really form properly in your mom's womb. Unfortunately, it's really not going to go away on its own, but let's see if we can't do something to make this better. We're going to treat you with a pulse dye laser. It's going to feel like a little snap of a rubber band. We'll treat this whole one and then we'll treat the whole other side too. What this laser is doing is it is at 595 nanometers, okay? That actually targets redness. So it targets like a color on the spectrum. You okay there? Yep. You've done your treatment on your legs. I think that that is a good response, but it does take multiple treatments. In the meantime, as you're healing, the Doctor Show has found this really neat company. It's called Microskin, and they are specialists in custom-made makeup that does a really great job of covering these areas. And it's waterproof, so it can last for up to a week.
Wonderful.
All right, the best news is that they're going to give you 1 year's worth of the product to help you through. Is that not amazing? That's giving me goosebumps.